What?
Why would you do that?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh man, so it seems like no matter what you can be doing, how positive you can be moving, they always are trying to tear young, black, powerful men down, dog. It's crazy, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. You guys are gonna be so proud because the community stood up for this young brother and they went to bat and they shut it down immediately. I promise y'all gonna be so happy once y'all finish watching this video. By the way, this video is protected by fair use. For any concerns or takedown requests, please contact me at yumstacy@gmail.com, and you can also use that email for promotion inquiries as well. So what's going on is Keith Lee is an MMA fighter, but on the side, he does TikTok and vlogs with his family, but he got really huge for doing food critiques. Now, over the past few months, I've discovered him, but he's been doing this for a while, and what I'm seeing is he has been a gift from God for these mom and pop restaurants that's struggling for business. He turns them around within a day and some change. Once he shows up to your spot, you already know what the deal is, man.
No excuses. This young man's been waiting for 15 minutes.
So sorry about your wait, sir. The unthinkable just happened. What can I get for you?
My name is Keith Lee.
Huh? Stop. Excuse me, Mr. Lee. I'm gonna go to the back real quick to talk to my staff. Everybody listen up. If you want your pay to go from $6.75 an hour to $7.25 an hour, you listen right now. You listen closely. Cut back on the sugar. Bring up the spice. The texture to every food and the customer service better be immaculate.
Now, he's even been covered on many news outlets, and even Mr. Beast has reached out to him to critique some of Mr. Beast's food. If you guys don't know, Mr. Beast is one of the biggest content creators in the damn world at this point in time, but he told Mr. Beast that if I'm going to work with you, then you have to do a deal with me to help struggling restaurants in my area. But aside from what he's doing with Mr. Beast, he's still doing things on his own. And the thing that I seen recently that put on my heartstrings, what he did for this guy named Mr. Gary. He has a food truck called Southern Taste Seafood. The guy was new to the area, was really struggling, not that much traffic. Keith having to stumble across his place and change that man's life. From the man being behind on bills, Keith just giving money out of his own pocket to go ahead and tip him like crazy.
How much you sent?
How much you think I sent?
$10. Should have sent $10.
It wasn't a mistake?
That's a mistake, man.
No, it ain't.
Bruh.
That ain't a mistake. God bless you, Gary.
Nah, man, you can't do that, bro.
Why can't I?
Cause you can't. You out here grinding and hustling like I am. You know what I mean?
God bless you, Gary.
Man, nah, bro. I gotta send that back to you, man.
No, you don't. You
Dude,
better not.
why would you do something like that?
You better not. God bless you, bro.
Man.
You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it.
Yo, man, just get...
And then next thing you know, in a couple of days, Mr. Gary had $30,000 in his Cash App in donations from Keith's enormous fan base.
So now his location is updated in his IG bio. He doesn't have TikTok or Yelp, but he does have an IG. And when I first found his IG, he was at 200 followers. Now, almost 9,000. He was extremely excited to see me. He got out and he gave me a hug. I asked him how was last night. He said he hasn't slept, not one bit.
What happened last night? I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even been asleep.
Really?
My phone is ringing, and I'm like, well, this Cash App thing is going pretty good. And then I realized a lot of people, when they Cash App you, you have to accept it.
Yes.
So I didn't accept anything. So I'm just like.
When you started accepting it, where was you at?
Dude. Did I tell you?
Yeah, absolutely.
30 grand.
That's what I'm talking about, Gary. Yeah.
It's been 19 hours, and the original video is almost at 17 million views. And inside those 19 hours, he has accumulated over $30,000 in Cash App donations. That's not including a single sale. He ain't sold a burger yet. He ain't sold a shrimp, a corn, a lobster. Nothing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Like, that blew my mind. God bless you guys. Like, that's fire for real.
Mr. Gary was able to go ahead and get out of some debt and also get himself some help at his food truck, man. Listen, this man Keith should be protected at all costs. And I'm gonna tell you, that's what happened. That's what happened. Now, fellas, one thing I do want to point out in this video, the fellas pulled up and they rode for Keith, but the black women went hard for this man. And that's something that should not be ignored, okay? After a long day of working, I took me a nap and woke up and seen this on Twitter. All I seen was Keith's face and it's saying it has begun, y'all. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. Here it goes, the same cycle of them trying to tear a black man down, dog. All this man is doing, dog, and it's so crazy because even this lady had a hunch that this was gonna happen.
So I think it's so interesting that this is starting to happen, and I expect more videos like this as it relates to Keith. Why do I say that? So I was just on the phone talking with my girlfriend about how much I love Keith Lee. She loves him too, yada, yada, yada. I said, but I'm surprised I haven't seen a video of someone trying to cancel him yet. And she was shook. She was like, why would you say that? I said, because that's just the name of the game. That's just what people do. I would like to challenge for all of us to unpack that. Why do people on social media do that? It's 1 + 1 is 2. When a creator gets really, really big or starts to gain some traction, people come out the woodwork with, well, he did this to me, he did that to me, blah, 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 blah. And I get it. Some people are just shitty people, but some people are also very good people. And it's just like, why do we feel the need to start plotting someone's downfall when a good person starts to go viral or when they start to get successful and make some money? Is it internal jealousy? Why do we do that? You know, I would really like to know.
So let me play the video in full of Keith breaking down what's going on with him and why Keith Lee controversy was trending on TikTok.
It's some unnamed controversy going around and I keep getting brought up. And I had an interaction with this person who made the video. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna show you the video I'm talking about and we're gonna talk about it point by point. She's very anonymous with the names, but in the caption, she put food critic and thief. And it's over 200 comments saying, is it Keith? Is it Keith? Oh, Keith did this, Keith did that. It's been 2 days and she hasn't directly responded to any of them, except for the ones that are tearing me down and calling me out of my name and falsely accusing me of being a thief. Let's talk about it.
I didn't know if I was going to address this or not, but I'm just so disappointed and so frustrated about the situation that I think I'm just going to have to say something. I'm Jillian. I'm a TV producer. I am a freelance TV producer. I worked for a lot of shows, won a lot of Emmys, just kind of good at what I do.
Well, Jillian, as an Emmy award-winning producer and TV writer, I will assume that you know how dangerous labels, especially false labels, can be in the industry or in life in general. And again, I'm assuming. Just in case you don't, I'm here to tell you, for me personally, that is extremely detrimental. And I don't like that. And I don't play with it.
I also pitch shows to networks, so I will find talent.
It's safe to say she didn't find me. I already had 2 to 3 million followers when she originally reached out.
For people that I think would be great to have a show. I link with them and then create a show around them, and then I pitch that around to networks. And some get sold and produced, some get a no, and they circle back later. Recently, there's a creator here on TikTok that is beloved by all. I even love them and think they would make great TV, but I pitched them an idea to take to networks, and they basically said no in a nice way, but then stole my fucking idea. They just stole it, so now they're doing it.
On December 11, 2022, Jillian reached out to me in a comment, basically saying exactly what she said. She's a producer. She would love to pitch me an idea. I DM'd her that same day. I said, and I quote, "Hey, I just received your comment. Thank you so much for reaching out. I do not have a show, but I do have a meeting tomorrow with somebody pitching one. I would love to talk to you as well when you have the chance." I sent her my email, said, "God bless you. Thank you again." That was the 11th. She reached out to me on the 13th. I had the meeting with another person on the 12th. That meeting I had on the 12th was the exact same pitch that she pitched. I also had 2 other meetings after hers on the 13th. The exact same pitch was pitched. Not to mention, I get 1,000 comments on a daily basis from y'all pitching the exact same ideas and tagging Food Network, which I truly appreciate. She pitched it as a crossover between Inyala Fix My Life and Triple D. The premise, I find a restaurant that's struggling. I go into the restaurant in disguise, try the food, rate it, tell the people what I thought. I've been doing that. The first time I posted a video like this was December 9th, 2022. And it was a spinoff of another video I did on December 2nd, 2022. 9 days before she reached out to me. The only thing different is that I wasn't in disguise when she first reached out to me because, again, this was in December. I had anywhere between 2 million and 3 million followers at the time of her reaching out to me. Of course, I wasn't in disguise at that point. I personally was able to walk into restaurants and still get treated the exact same because not a lot of restaurants recognize me. Now, with 9.6 million followers in Vegas, It's almost impossible. So that's why I went into disguise. Also, I took this opportunity to show my platform how talented my sister is. She did all of my makeup, my special effects, my hair. She did everything. I personally think she's way too talented not to do this as a full-time job. So this could be the opportunity to get her in front of the right people so that dream can become a reality. So again, me going into disguise and doing what I've been doing is not because I got the email from you, Jillian. And I'm saying that in the most honest and pure form. I don't mean any harm, but I do not appreciate you putting labels on me like that. Comments like this with a hashtag Keith Lee controversy going around, I'm not a fan of. To put out labels that I help people but I steal from others is not only detrimental, but it's disrespectful in my eyes. I have not once stolen anything or taken anything from anybody. Everything that's given to me is from God. And I know it's gonna be people saying, why did you respond to this? Why are you even paying attention to it? Labels in the industry and labels in life are extremely detrimental. To put a label like thief on a content creator is crazy, especially when it's unwarranted. God willingly, I have a lot of big things coming up, and I don't want unnecessary labels on me. Thank you, Jillian, for understanding. God bless you. I don't mean no harm to you. I don't condone any hate comments. I would just like this cleared up. Thank you. God bless you. Have an amazing day.
Now from that point, the producer had a response video. Here she goes, see what she has to say.
This is not an apology video for two reasons. One, I'm not going to apologize for being frustrated about someone stealing an idea from me. It's an unfortunate part of our business, and it happens a lot because ownership of an idea is a gray area. But I am frustrated because the situation that I am referring to, I was in negotiations, I was in contracts with this person, and we were negotiating with other networks and production companies to find the right place for this particular show idea. They then decided they didn't want to do it, and that's okay. Some things work out, sometimes they don't. But then I find out that it's greenlit, the same idea, my idea, greenlit at another network. I'm frustrated, and I'm not going to apologize for being frustrated about that. My original video was not to call anyone out because I don't know what I'm going to do with this situation just yet. There's a potential to fight for my idea. It's a long, grueling process, so I don't know if I necessarily want to do it, but I was just expressing my frustration. I was not calling anyone out. So I'm not apologizing for that. Secondly, Keith, this is for you. That video was not about you. And I did not think that you would think that that video was about you because our interactions were very minimal. We exchanged a few emails. I sent you a pitch, and I want to read a line out of the pitch so that you understand that I don't think there was anything for you to even steal. The pitch I sent to you was basically taking what you already do, your content, your own idea, and putting it into a different format for TV and or streaming. So you can see right here, it says, essentially, it's a way to take what you do on TikTok and expand it to broadcast and or streaming format. And then I continued to put it in a TV format, which is basically segments. So segment 1, segment 2, that's where all the commercial breaks would go. That's where the sponsorship is, so on and so forth. So again, Keith, there was nothing for you to steal. I would not accuse you of stealing something that didn't really exist in the way that I think people might be thinking it exists. I didn't pitch you an idea that was original. I didn't pitch you an idea that was even mine. I just said, hey, let's take your idea, what you're already doing, find a way to get it onto a different type of platform. I do want to add, though, that the type of platform that you have gives you a different type of responsibility. And I think before you made that assumption that it was about you, that I wish you would have just reached out to me, because I would have reached out to you if I thought you had stolen from me, or if I thought that an idea looked very similar. And because of that platform, when you call someone out or when you speak on someone, people react. And there's automatic things that are going to happen. And one of those things is people coming into my comment. And that's not terrible in and of itself, but it's comments like this. This is someone gleefully finding joy in my pregnancy losses. And they're doing it in your name with a hashtag for you. I know that's not what you want. I know that's not what you intended, but because you have the platform you have, it's a different kind of responsibility. And this is what I had to wake up to. And this is what was frustrating about this situation.
Okay, so many people are calling her out and calling her cap. Let's say, for instance, this person right here saying no because she sat there and watched her followers bash him, even reacting to negative comments pertaining to him for 2 days. Just like she expected him to reach out, she would have cleared it up in her comments or in a video. This lady says this is so raggedy, and the fact that she did all this with the plausible deniability of not mentioning him by name shows she knows exactly what she's doing. But I hope that Keith Controversy hashtag opens her up for a slander lawsuit with her smart dumb ass. So Big Dog says what's wild to me is she said in her first video that the person she contacted told her no and then stole the idea. Then her non-apology video, she said she was in negotiations and contracts with that person. That sound like two different stories she's telling. And this lady right here who put me onto the situation by just following her Twitter on my timeline. So she says, my honest opinion is that she's full of shit, but she's very strategic. Let's say the show situation is true. Her being vague, responding to comments, mentioning him in negative comments without clarifying, as her whole comment section accused this man for 2 days, is for engagement. I think pure opinion that she was waiting for the mean tweets to come in defending him. She hashtagged the video food critic and thief, and Keith Lee controversy starts trending based on your video, but she doesn't feel that she has a responsibility with her platform to do something just him. So on top of this, I compiled some content creators that had their opinions as well on TikTok. I'll do my best to show you guys their profiles so you go in and show them love as well. But here are their perspectives on the situation. Once again, I'm telling you guys that these folks came to bat for Keith Lee, and this is how community should be.
This is not an apology video.
And allow me to give you some advice. At that moment, when you were already deep into the weeds, you should have stopped. And you should have apologized. You should have started your video off with, first, I would like to apologize for insinuating that this person, Keith Lee, stole from me. I would like to apologize for liking comments of people claiming that it was him that stole from me. I should not have done that. I should have corrected it right then and there, because I forgot, like an idiot, that you can see where it says liked by creator in the comments.
To start off, I want to say it is unfortunate to see two black people have a misunderstanding out loud. It's unfortunate also because not many of us are going to make it to Keith Lee's status, and it seems like whenever one of us gets there, a whole bunch of drama follows. As black folks, we hold a responsibility to each other. We truly do. We have to be able to communicate thoroughly so situations like this don't happen. Jillian, you have every right to make a video about how you feel, but you cannot make a video and see the comments calling out a certain creator and then not clarify that you're not talking about them. Could Keith have reached out to her first? Yes, but I do understand something blocking him if he feels like the content made was about him. Because he didn't get reached out to first.
It's some unnamed controversy going around, and I keep getting brought up. And I had an interaction with this person who made the video.
Damn, I was planning to make this video, but I guess the BS is already starting. I am not looking forward to when you guys start tearing down Keith. You guys do this shit to every positive celebrity, every positive influencer. Once you feel that everybody loves this person, people just start looking for ways to tear them down, bro. Like going out of their way, scrolling all the way down to the 2009 Twitter, making up lies, people coming out of the woodworks from the past, like, bro. And then that positive celebrity or influence that we have just disappears, and we're just left with these monsters, bro. We gotta protect Keith, no lie, and every positive celebrities, for real. And stop looking to tear people down when everybody loves them.
To this creator, because I don't really like think pieces, because now she's saying she wasn't talking about Keith and she's being very cryptic about it, whatever. I think she's backtracking. We all know who we were talking about. The point is, my mom has a great quote, because I don't like think pieces, so I'm gonna wrap it up. She says, he who has the idea just has the idea. The person that executes the idea is typically the millionaire or moneymaker. It's not her quote, but she says it all the time. Y'all think about that. Even the people putting their ideas on TikTok, think about that. He's saying he didn't steal your idea, but even if he did, you shouldn't have pitched it without a legal document. And that sounds bad, but in the world of business, that's just how it is. All right, bye.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy hearing everything everyone has to say. This is the way that you respectfully put someone back in their place, though. I hope the lady doesn't receive any more harsh comments on her profile, anything regarding to anything that's going on in her life, but she should accept accountability for the position that she put Keith Lee in, and she should be understanding of that. But you guys see how it is when we protect our own and we hold each other down, you know, accountability on all fronts, especially with someone doing as much of a great job of being an upstanding gentleman and showing someone that should be a role model for other people, we got to protect people like that. And the community did just that. You feel me? And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, though. It's your boy, Stacy. Yo.